Hi, today's video is what is key length? So key length refers to the length, the number of digits in a cryptographic key. We tend to talk about key lengths in terms of bit length, so the number of bits in a key. So for instance, a key of bit length 12 would be shorter than a key of bit length 20, for instance. So those are actually rather small numbers in terms of keys these days. And a general rule of thumb is that for any particular primitive, any particular cipher, the longer the key length, the better. So an AES key length of a particular length, the longer one the better. An RSA key length of a particular length, the longer the better. But that doesn't mean that you can just compare key lengths from one protocol or one primitive, one cipher to another. It doesn't work like that at all. So for instance, a key length of 128 bits for AES, for instance, isn't equivalent to a key length for RSA of 128 bits, for instance. That just wouldn't work at all, and they're completely, you can't compare them like that. So one of the things that we need to do when we're considering security of a cipher suite or a set of ciphers for cryptography is to decide appropriate key lengths for what we're trying to do. So are we trying to stop attackers right now, or are we trying to stop attackers who might be attacking us in 7 years, for instance? And so choosing the correct key length for those is an important thing to do. And over the years, the standard key lengths for particular cipher suites has changed, has got bigger as the available computing power to break them has increased as well. And bodies like NIST, N-I-S-T, publish suggested equivalent key lengths. So for instance, you're using AES with RSA. Here's the key length for AES. Here's the key length for RSA. But each different cipher suite is going to have a different set of key lengths, and we get to the stage also where particular key lengths may not make that much difference. It may be that the actual cipher suite itself is considered just not good enough now. So if you're using DES, which is one of the early symmetric encryption standards that was public, you wouldn't use it at all these days. Any key length would be considered just not workable. And then even triple DES, which is the sort of the thing that came after that, which is a different type of implementation, is considered not good enough with any key length. So one of the things we think about is not just the key length, but also the specific cipher, and also what other security mechanisms, which are the ciphers, and what else you're combining to decide the correct key length. So don't just pick a key length. Look at the larger security of the system, understand how it's all working, and do it from there. This is one of those things where doing it yourself is not a good idea. Going with guidelines, speaking to colleagues, understanding what the actual security of the system, rather than just the key length that you're trying to achieve, is. Understand vulnerabilities, attacks, attack vectors, threat actors, all those sorts of things. So I hope that's useful. If you've got questions about this or any other topic, please get in touch, subscribe to the channel. I'll do what I can to help.